Wow, now I can see that I'm recording finally. OBS got updates. You know, there's one thing that can defeat Billboard 100 that has much more music coming up every single day. Oh, Encanto. We're gonna see that one. Syrex. Syrex is gonna be the most powerful thing on my list, basically. Just you wait. It's gonna collect like 2,000 points in this sitting that I listened to. Some of the songs, probably I cannot finish all of the songs. Is that many. So we'll try Nightcore. Nightcore, if you know, it's a sped up music. Some of the music you already heard potentially is just a remix, or it's just a Nightcore version of that. You know, it's nothing spectacular sometimes, but sometimes the music is so great you want to put it on a favorite list. No, don't switch. Favorite list. My list is full of Syrex music, basically. Let's begin. There's tons and tons. Every day there's one more upload. And for 1 year I wasn't able to actually listen to any songs. So, we have 300, or no, 400 songs to listen to. What is that? Also, Syrex just made a terrible, terrible thing. Again, on my birthday, there was a birthday song. There was a song called Birthday. And literally on my birthday. And now literally when in the end of me coming back home, we find in the end music song. This magic never fucking ends, really. It's so satisfying, though. Alright. You know, like, this is one of those channel examples where you don't need to make music. There's music every day, and you can definitely listen to the same music twice or 3 times. You're not gonna get bored. So you're not gonna get bored. You don't need to make music anymore. Just sit back and enjoy what's already been made. You don't have to worry about to be a creator anymore. But that's so crazy, right? Like, we already have robots that do things for you. You already have, you know, everything done for you. You just need to sit back and enjoy the show, which what I'm gonna do, and introducing Syrex, the best Nightcore potentially channel ever created. So let's begin. I was born to dance, could never tie strings to my hands. That's my life right there, because I'm free now. I don't know, this freedom sucks, because like, if you do a single mistake, you're gonna go back to jail for 1 year again to learn from your mistake. A little mistake, not drinking medicine. Yeah, very, very deep stuff. We have 137 points of heat. Syrex is gonna kill. Even though the music is not like the highest of highs, is just normal. Billboard 100 actually probably did it a little better with all the country music songs. But yeah, this one still rocks, and there's so much of it that I will sit here an entire day just listening to music. And that's what Syrex did, and Syrex deserves to be on top 20. Actually, let's scratch that. Top 10 maybe? What does top 10 look like? Top 10 looks like 1,500. And that's from H2O. If you watch H2O series, it's free on YouTube as well. Series wins at the moment. I'm not sure, like, I don't know how my thing works. I just know that I click the buttons. That's all I do. I know how the thing works, right? I have all the code and everything. But I don't let it bother me that I have to change everything again and again or upgrade. Now, as it is, and we'll see. There were a few changes. These people probably stole a bunch of points because the new system is so slow. It will barely make a change in how positions are made. But because Billboard 100 was able to actually reach top 20, I'm very positive that the system actually works. And we're gonna reach top 10 with Syrex, hopefully. Let's try and do that. You don't need to run like I'm crazy. Yeah, this song. Okay. This is how many music videos she released while I was gone. Keeps going, right? Yeah, this is it. Crazy. And I'm surprised that YouTube actually saved whether I watched the video or not. Those red lines. Downside Up was the last video. I just wanted to see because they're so magical. The names are so magical. If there's some magic to be found here when I was lost. But no, I don't see. Finally. Downside Up. Everything upside down. No, there's nothing. Should I climb up instead? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna climb up and see the progress here. In the dark you can find me. Everything changed. Everything went upside down in this year. And I'm completely asleep, completely unable to answer anyone's call. Yeah, this song, I will still remember the magic of this shadow. I know one ritual that we can do is try and remember the first days of my mad keeping in psych ward. It just kept me like that. It's just so terrifying. It's so terrifying. I wanted to end myself for sure, so I wouldn't have to suffer 1 year of insanity. It's just so bad to do nothing for an entire day when the world is so colorful and magical. It just, oh man. So maybe Syrex is gonna help me on that one as well. Just remind me the bad old days as we go along, day by day, cracking down those Easter eggs, songs that have meaning in them, and that's another big reason why I love Syrex. So yes, Syrex, you can be my ritual now, and I will talk through whatever I can remember from those bad days. Besides that, the same old facts that I hated it. I hated every second of it. Or is it good? That I found something great in there? I wish I did. I wish I did, but I didn't. I remember when I sent a letter to my mom, she responds to me, and I was crying. I remember that part. I was crying pretty bad. And I was, because I was very happy I finally was contacting my mom after a while, where I don't know her phone number, I don't know anything, and yet I was able to finally contact her. There was a friend who borrowed me the phone for a bit. Turns out he's not that friendly, but it worked out. It worked out. I was able to call my mom and get a calculator. And then the calculator saved the rest of the miserable days that I had. What was I doing with the calculator? Well, just calculating my thoughts, collecting my thoughts. Every time I get a thought, I get +1 on a calculator, and that's it. That's all I was doing, just thinking about stuff. Not much, but hey, that saved my ass, basically. And now I come out the other end, unbroken, still alive, and I will be getting money for this. And I will extend the period where I get money forever. So, if that's the case, if I'm really mentally ill and I deserve money for that, then great, I win. I don't have to work. I can just sit here and enjoy my life forever now. It's so satisfying. It's a win. It's a win after a year of a nightmare. And nightmare is not over yet. I still have to drink medicine. Let's not forget that. And who knows how am I gonna get that? And who knows where my doctor is? I don't know none of those things. And that's just the beginning of the. You don't know nothing when you begin. When it's the very beginning of your duties. But I came out unbroken. I'm still alive. Maybe a little bit broken. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope I'm totally healthy as a person and totally healthy mentally. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just a little bit. I feel always a little bit behind other people. That other people are doing much better than me. But it's probably not the case either. We're probably doing just fine altogether. We all have our problems, and we all know how to solve them. Even I. Do I have problems? Yeah, now I do. But not problems with me, but the problems that I just simply have. There's no problem with me, but I have problems to deal with. Everyone does. Everyone have duties. Alright. Yeah. I love Syrex so much. Let's pretend we like each other. There are definitely people that I don't like. I didn't like myself in that position. Because I can't do anything. I can't make videos. I have to talk with other people now. And I just don't like those people. And that's it. There's nothing to talk about. I wouldn't even like myself in that position. If there was an entire exact copy of myself inside psych ward. I wouldn't like myself. I'm so crippled and so lost. To make conversation, you really have to dig hard. And real life doesn't cut it. Just talking about real life problems doesn't cut it. I don't know what people talk about. I still didn't figure that out, but at least I know it's possible somehow to like myself. I couldn't learn that in an entire year. I couldn't figure it out though. So it's weird. But I just got here, so I have to show some face. To be real, basically, not a mask. I just got here is reminiscent to the idea that it's just first few days, and I was completely isolated from other people. I was in a watch zone area to be watched if anything goes bad with me, but nothing bad happened, so I get my own ward with other people eventually. People that I don't like, but I survived somehow without needing to create friendships or whatever. And even though I don't like the people, I am still so desperately want to help them. They really don't deserve what they got from the government. It's such a painful thing, like, but I'm stuck myself. I don't know how I will deal with all this bullshit. We'll see. Well, time will tell now. And there's only guys. There's only men in the place that I was locked in. You can only make friends. You cannot make love, which is understandable. It's just very, very tough without girls around. I would say I would still probably stay away from everyone. And there's a problem there. There's a problem that I caused myself. I wanted to stay away from everyone and just survive this year. It was problematic. Doctors could see it, but that was it. I was just, reading books, minding my own business. First, I wrote a book-ish, what is it? Notebook. I finished a notebook and then I stopped writing. I started reading books instead because writing there's nothing to do, nothing to write about. My head is definitely more clean after the experience. My head says there's nothing to talk about, but let's just see if there's something that I can find. I will find something, okay? There's so many rant videos that I made. How did I do that? There's always something to talk about. So let's just wait and see. The crossroads of the idea that was it a bad experience, and I never say to the experience that it's bad, but it was terrible. It was a terrible experience. I don't want to go back ever again. And that means I will never do crime, and I will drink my medicine, and everyone is happy and fine. It's all fine. The medicine part is off the roof bullshit. But yeah, the crossroads, was it a bad experience? Really, Garnext? There's nothing to do. You just walk around, absolutely nothing to do, just think about stuff. Or nothing at all. And in the end, it was a little bit tougher, I guess. Not really. The whole way through, there were thoughts. I was able to rant a little bit, but that's about it. again, I have to repeat myself. If they really think I'm mentally ill, for real, really, they will pay me money for that, and I agree. Then I agree that I have no no reason to disagree because I'm getting support that I very much need as a human being. I cannot work, so I get support, and I cannot work because I'm mentally ill. My my working capacity is deflated. It's not 100% anymore. But that's just a lie. They don't care to figure out properly. So we can just be we can just talk in government terms of what they think, and yeah. I would say my working capacity is 100%. There's nothing wrong with me, but there's the government side of everything. I will never be friends with anyone who just follows the government. They will never be friends with me. Who would do that even? Who would just side with the government? Whatever government tells us is the truth. That is so unreal for me. I will never be friends with those people. And I would dream hard, especially the first few days, creating those beautiful illusions for myself about, Ariana Grande. Would she still be around when I'm so far away to actually listen to her music? Her music would still pop up sometimes on a TV, but yeah, there's this separation from being able to see her again is just so weird. But no, like, she would be actually even nearer, even closer, because that's all I have in my head is beautiful illusions about these celebrities. That's all I have that keeps me happier. Anti-hero, just a wonderful word to describe how I feel about I was an anti-hero. I was hurt by the world for no good reason. Crippled. Unable to do normal things. That's what anti-hero is. Your prison's not my home. Certainly, like, I was not opening up to people because it's scary if you become friends with a bad guy. You're gonna get wrecked. I don't want to get wrecked. I didn't want anything, but if this happens again, somehow I fail in life and this happens again, I'm again put in a box, I will do it. I will just be who I am at that point. I will just give up and call prison my home, because I failed. I came back to the same hell, and my life is meaningless because I can go back at any moment and I cannot make friends or anything. So the prison is my home then, but it's not my home now when I made a mistake that I didn't thought it was that bad, but it was. This sums up very nicely. I'm living in a nightmare. How I felt. That's it. And I definitely remember when I used to work. Not every day. It was not a lot of work, but I used to do that. Now I don't, and I'm enjoying life. as it is, and I will find every channel there is on YouTube just to watch all of the content. And will it leave me empty? Potentially, yeah, but that's just what happens with everything. You're left empty. Unless you build skill, maybe there's an exception to that. Because of what I do, there's skill to build this machine that helps me evaluate things. That's something that I build up. I will not have to work anymore. It's a great liberation, actually. But because I don't want to work. Tokyo machine with machines. Unless my hometown, no, I still don't want to work. I just don't want to do that. I'm not a normal human being anymore. I'm a mentally ill person. I have to agree with that. So I get my money and I live a normal life. Okay. But yeah, YouTube is so great if you know how to make videos, which I don't. I can only watch them. But I don't have to make them when there are so many of them making those YouTube videos. You just have to find them all, and you will never be bored. You will always have something. So, and hopefully I am one of those people too who's helping find you the right YouTubers to watch. It's not everything is quality content out there, but it's pretty high quality. Anyways, yeah. Will not have to work. Nobody wants to work boring jobs anyways, so you can understand my position to where this new adventure takes me to a pretty decent way of life. Being stuck in my mom's basement, but I don't have to do anything. I just have to take care of my mom and do what I do with my computer. And it will never be boring, believe me. There's plenty of things to do. I just have to figure out what those things are, essentially. And I will never be bored. There's so many games to play. There's so much to do, so much to explore. It's never gonna be boring. Because loving me isn't easy. Jobs are not easy to love. And I appreciate every single worker that, makes life possible. But I just cannot be one of those guys anymore, at least. Now that I have the opportunity to not be. Just take care of my mom. That's it. Was there a bright side to everything that happened? The only bright side is coming out of darkness, obviously. Finally, I'm free and a bit entangled in bullshit, but I'm free and I'm gonna enjoy every bit that I am right now. Let's be real honest here. Syrex is a little bit of a thief. Stealing all the pop songs and reverting them to nightcore. But she's not a big thief, because the bigger thievery happens when people re-sing old songs. And then you nightcore those. So you're totally protected from copyright. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Now we do have 312. It's a lot. It's not more than Billboard 100, right? Did I do 100 songs already? I probably reached 100 songs. but we're gonna do more. More than 100. Because this is barely, I'm scratching the surface. I will not be able to do all the songs. I'm just scratching the surface now. I think you can see this one rise up already. Let me look at it. Yeah, rise a little bit. Can you see it now? Yeah. This is how much I completed. I'm scared that I might have lost. Okay, now here I am, right here. Yeah. It's a good steal. It's gonna be a win for sure. I think I have enough stamina to go all the way to, not all the way up, but you know, all the way to 450 maybe, and that will be the end. I will finish, because there's so much. There has to be a boundary that you cannot cross anymore, and this is one of those games. There is a boss fight, final boss fight, that you cannot complete. You can just look at your best score, whether it's close or not, whether it's better than your neighbors, whether it's better than average or something. But yeah, this Syrex is gonna be the boss fight for sure. I don't know anyone else that can do what Syrex is doing. So yeah. Now, songs are not like particularly great. Some of them are old as well. But you know, there's so many of them, you can just say next and forget about the old garbage that you might bump into, or just something that's not musical enough, or something gets boring. You can always say next very quickly. So there's just, I will never finish this. Just reminding you this. There's all the way up. We barely scratch the surface. We barely scratched 3 months, if you look at the dates and everything. We are very, very close to 450. Only 16 to go. And we have... what do we have? Top 10 plays. Okay, that's crazy. That is pretty crazy in one day. This video is coming to an end. A very simple conclusion, huh? Which you already see. 450. We are 9 points away. And you just like the rest of us who have suffered. Everyone has suffered in their own ways, so... uh-oh. Okay, guys, dream big. We have reached the goal. 452. This will be enough. Syrex have reached top 7. I mean top 9. Top 9. That's incredible. In one sitting, it generated 1,400 points. Okay, that is over. That is over now. How do I feel about all of this? This is a lot. There's a lot left. I think I left this and more. This much. And more. Oh my god. Is this at least a half? Yeah, this probably is almost a half. I mean, this could go on for like 600 points, level 6, or heat level 600. It could go up all the way there. I don't know. I'm tired. This is unbeatable boss created. Have fun trying to beat the score. Is there gonna be a YouTube channel that can actually do it and reach this point? And we'll need a bigger, badder boss, or the boss will be different now, will be replaced. I just really doubt this is gonna happen. Music just has a perfect condition where you just press the button and listen to music. But if you have to watch video, you just leave a timer on. And timer is not as strong as just pinging the video. While you watch the video, basically you cannot ping. So with music you can ping. You just listen to music, but you have to watch videos. And that makes a problem for those who create great content, watchable content. Timer's not gonna do it. But there is a solution, power up button. A button that auto pings because the video was great or something. You did something great, so I auto ping 20 times. This is a way to catch up. Anyways, the video is over. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.